Your proposed project could do with an SDA assessment report. As you are aware, the N.D.I.S is being rolled out across the country, to more than 600,000 Australians, who live with disabilities. At the moment, SDA is in a transitional period, between two acceptable standards. Where your building is not yet constructed, such as, in the design phase, we recommend compliance with the new SDA standard. There is a deadline for registration of homes complying with the current standard, and, in our view, the risk of running out of time to register is too high. Where your building is constructed, we would normally apply the SDA standards, as described in the current SDA price guide. Houses under the current registration regime must be completed and registered prior to July 2021, or they will not be eligible at all. Our objective in preparing your SDA report is to assist you to register your housing for SDA in the category that best suits your design, or your existing building as the case may be. There are several categories of home for registration under N.D.I.S as SDA. The homes are either described as new builds or existing stock. New build categories require a minimum construction expenditure that has been stipulated in the current N.D.I.S price guide. The home designs must target relevant N.D.I.S categories, including improved livability, fully accessible, robust, and high physical support. Additional rent is provided for on-site overnight assistance, fire sprinkler installations, and also breakout rooms for the robust category. Each of the nominated categories have specific inclusion requirements to enable them to be registered. If your building is new, for instance, that does not guarantee that it qualifies for registration as a new build. You must demonstrate that the construction cost meets the N.D.I.S stipulated budget for the category in which registration of the new build is being sought. With respect to the new SDA standard, its requirements are optional until July 2021. Although, the new SDA standards will be mandatory for a building proposed for registration after that date. If your building is registered under the current SDA standards, the N.D.I.S does not require you to update your existing stock. The current SDA price guide adopts earlier design guidelines that were developed by the federal government for another purpose. These are published as the Livable Housing Design Guidelines. If, say, you propose to register a home in the improved livability category of SDA housing, under the current SDA standards, we would verify compliance with the Livable Housing Design, Silver level. However, each SDA design category has its own additional requirements over and above the Livable Housing Design Guidelines. Meeting the Livable Housing Design requirements alone will result in an unsuccessful application onto the SDA register. We call these additional elements the plus elements, which we also assess in our reports. There is also a limit on the number of SDA recipients that can reside on each allotment of land. The process required to ensure that your home is suitable for registration into the category of SDA that you prefer is easily achieved by engaging an accredited SDA certifier. An architect who is an accredited SDA certifier can assist you with the construction, design, and documentation processes. Or alternatively, you can engage an accredited SDA certifier to certify your home at the design stage. And, upon completion of the building work. To get started, ask Sydney Access Consultants for a fee proposal for either one of those professional services.